Hi, my name is Jennifer Peety, and I'm here in the beautiful Traverse City area in northern Michigan, home of the crystal clear lakes and the beautiful natural sand dunes. I'm here with my fellow Eastern Michigan University students taking a class in sports and event marketing. In this video, you'll be able to see all of our wonderful guest speakers from the local businesses in the area talking about how they run their sporting events and their marketing plans. You'll also be able to see the outings that we went on daily to places like the Chateau Chantel and the Grand Traverse Resort Day and Spa. I hope you enjoy our video.
Hi, we're here in Traverse City, Michigan with Stacy Finney, who's been a student in an Eastern Michigan University sports and events marketing class. Now, Stacy, I understand you had a chance to meet President John Fallon and his wife Sydney Fallon during the class. Can you tell us a little bit about your impressions?
Absolutely. It was very nice to get a chance to actually meet both of them. I know as being a student, you hear a lot about the president and the work they do at the university, but you actually never, a lot of the students don't have a face to go with the person, the reputation exactly. And it was awesome to get a chance to meet him, to know and actually hear him, and he's very personable, and I think he's going to do an excellent job.
What did you think about Sydney's saga about the A.R. Rahman and the 150 All-Stars and just how much it took to put on that event?
Obviously, I felt she was very determined to actually be able to do that, and seeing the numbers that she presented with us too, it's amazing how much work you put into something, and not always you're going to end up with the profit that you might think, or be in the hole as that as well too. But it was amazing, and lots of information she gave us, very useful, cultural things, and also with the businesses, it was great.
We're here with Amanda Semenak, and one of the speakers in the sports and events marketing class was Patricia Ball, who's director of the Detroit Free Press Flagstar Bank Marathon, and she had quite a few interesting things to say. What were your impressions, Amanda?
I just think that everything she's done is so great. She's really come far. She came in and kind of had to take things over in a rough place, and everything she did, she's just come so far. She's so determined, and she loves to run. She's really passionate about what she does, and she's really, it's in her heart, it's in everything that she does, and she really loves it. And it's really inspiring, everything she talks about, because she loves it so much and she's so passionate. I mean, you can just feel it. It really was inspiring to everybody in the class. After a while, they were motivated to go running and thought about doing marathons and everything.
What are some of the things that she said were obstacles in her way? For example, how do you sell Detroit?
Oh, gosh, just their ways of marketing. I mean, the cool thing is that it's an international thing. So they go over to Canada and they come back. And she said that was a really big deal. People get really excited about that because they do get to go to another country and then run all the way back. So that was a big crowd pleaser.
We're with John Fallon. Can you tell us a little bit about your impression of what Mike Collins had to say?
Oh, Mike Collins was really enthusiastic. He gave us a lot of good detail as far as marketing and branding and doing event promotions and things of that sort.
What kinds of events was he talking about?
Well, he runs the Red, White, and Boom, which is a fireworks celebration for the 4th of July down in Columbus, Ohio. It's a very large event. It's really grown. It brings in about 500,000 people.
What are some of the things that he mentioned in terms of marketing that stuck with you?
Well, one of the things that really stuck with me was sponsorships and how truly important the sponsorships are for a marketing team and for marketing in general, because without the sponsorships, you really don't have anything.
Hi, my name's Christy, and I just wanted to speak briefly about one of our presenters that we had here at Traverse City. His name is Mike Husby, and I thought that he was really great and creative speaker, and he has experience designing golf courses, and he's actually been the general manager of a couple. And a really interesting point that he brought up was about service. And one of the main things he talked about was how to turn around a facility and really get people all to work on the same page. And he spoke of everyone being a spoke on the same wheel. So if you have one person that, kind of messes up or doesn't give somebody great service, then that messes up the entire wheel. So no matter what position you are within the facility or the company, everyone has to work together in order to give off that same great service that you're going for. And I just thought that was a really great point and a really creative topic to talk about.
Bill Voiles is one of the students in the sports and events marketing class, and one of the visitors to the class that you're going to be talking about is Jim McIntyre. What did you think?
Yeah, he was the vice president of an advertising and marketing firm, and just how he approached advertising and how creative he was really made an impression on me. And one of the things that I'll point out was how businesses should be very aware of what business they're in. He related to a heating business where they replaced or fixed old heating systems and told them or made them realize that they maybe should be marketing towards warming the families of northern Michigan rather than just fixing a heater in the house. Also, I thought just his approach to relationship marketing and how we should build relationships with everyone we meet.
That's pretty interesting because it was kind of a common theme throughout the week, wasn't it?
Everyone thought that that was important. The networking has been embedded in our minds and our college minds that is definitely what you must do. And it's not what you know, it's who you know, as everyone says.
We're with Zach Sincool, and he is a native of Traverse City, where we spent this wonderful week. And one of the people who made a presentation to your class was J. Mike D'Agostino of the Grand Traverse Resort. Tell us what you thought about what Mike had to say.
Well, J. Michael has taken over for the public relations there, and he's really done a great job. I mean, talking about a 900-acre resort and spa called the Grand Traverse Resort, and they do a lot with golf, obviously, with 3 golf courses. And they also have a lot of events, from banquets on through obviously golf outings like the Michigan Open. So it's really great to talk to somebody that has a lot of stuff going on all the time, and a property that is very prominent in Grand Traverse area and is well known throughout Michigan and throughout the United States.
They bring meetings with people from all over the country, don't they?
Oh yes, they fly people in from all over, and they're also doing, they redid the whole entrance there, and they have about $11 million, I believe, of renovations going on. So they're constantly looking at what they need to do to keep bringing people back, and they even changed the logo from just a green forest color to a new silver color. They can really just show people what they have to offer, and everybody will just tell everybody about it.
Word of mouth kind of sells itself, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're spending a beautiful evening here at Chateau Chantal, and Zach, this is your home territory. You know a lot about Traverse City. You're a native. Tell us some of the things that you really like to do out here on the peninsula.
Well, I mean, it always starts off on the peninsula coming from Traverse City with the drive out here. It's about a half an hour out all the way to the peninsula end where the lighthouse is. And you see things along the way on the main spine, and you see places like Chateau Chantal. It's just, you know, just breathtaking views of both the East Bay and West Bay. And there's a place out here also called the Old Mission General Store, which is just takes you back in time of the stores where they used to have just about anything you could think of. They make their own root beers, and they really put on kind of a history. And there's also like a private beach there, and that's another thing about the peninsula. You can pretty much be driving down either of the roads that go along East Bay or West Bay and stop, go for a swim, you know, go for a walk, watch the sunset. And it really has a lot of nature. Traverse City is a place where there's the best of all 4 seasons. I mean, the summertime you have great weather, the fall time you have the great colors, and then in the wintertime you have some ski resorts in the area. People that live here just sometimes don't know where else to go vacation because they're at one of the best spots.
Hi, my name is Cindy Gobrogi, and based on Zach's recommendation this morning in class, I have ventured out into Michigan, and I have found the Old Mission General Store. What a great little place. It's old-fashioned. The staff is so friendly. Right away when I walked through the door, it was like walking back through time. This is actually my first visit to the Traverse City area, and I'm just amazed at how beautiful it is.
We're here with Dan DeRozier. He was a student in the sports and events marketing class, and one of the people who came and spoke to the class was Henry Boulay. And tell us about the event that he is really in charge of now.
Well, he's not only in charge of it, but he's very passionate about it. That'd be the Native American Cup. It's the version of the Ryder Cup for Native Americans.
So Dan, where were some of the teams from that came here for the event?
There are many local teams that he had for the event, but there was also a team, the Seneca tribe from New York, and there's also another team from Oklahoma.
They played one of the toughest courses in Michigan, didn't they?
From what I believe, yes. It's the Bear, and it was designed by Jack Nicklaus.
I understand that Henry had a pretty detailed plan before he actually got started on this. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the kinds of things that he did plan?
Yeah, one of the things he emphasized the most was to create an agenda and stick by it. Yeah, the plan he created, he brought in the PGA Tour, Nota Begay, very well-known golfer. That kind of kick-started everything.
We're here with Matt Sadowski, and he's going to talk about our most recent speaker, Bob Megan, who is the proprietor here at Chateau Chantal.
We just came up here about an hour ago and got the grand tour of the whole winery. Very nice place. From what it looks like, it's probably the #1 winery in the state of Michigan.
It is, and it's pretty exciting in terms of its architecture and its view of the bays, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, looking at the backdrop here, it's beautiful. You've got the view of I believe that's the East Bay over there, and then you got the West Bay over on the other side of the road, and it's very beautiful. Traverse City, very nice location.
And among the things that Bob talked about before we actually went on the tour, he had a list of things, and special events were one of the things they emphasize as a way to get people here and promote the wine. Can you talk a little bit about some of those?
Yeah, he mentioned special events that really bring people from like different parts of the state or even out of state up to the winery up here. One of them that he mentioned that is actually happening, I think, in a little bit tonight is the jazz music that they have every Thursday during the summertime, which he said is a big crowd pleaser and draws many people from around the area out to enjoy the scenery, the backdrop, and the good jazz music, as well as the very great tasting wines that they feature here.
I had no idea Crystal Mountain offered so many events. The presentation itself was wonderful. It was great to hear Chris's perspective from the beginning of Crystal Mountain, how it developed and how it's changed over the years. And Joan did a wonderful job explaining to us about how events are like products. They have life cycles, and you have to constantly reinvent them or toss them out. Smart marketing as far as looking at the school calendars. I will definitely be taking my family there on vacation to Crystal Mountain.
My name is Megan Ward, and actually one of the speakers that I really liked was Jenny McCafferty. I thought that she did a great job. She was talking about women, which, hey, that's always good. She talked about women in marketing and sports and how they've come a long way from, one or two sports teams to anything you think of. The WNBA comes to mind right away. But I really learned a lot, and as a woman, I think it was a good thing. It was kind of a change of pace from everything else we did the rest of the week, so I enjoyed it.
Hello, my name is Crystal Kirkendall, and I just wanted to thank you for watching our video. We had a wonderful week here at Northwestern Michigan College. Traverse City is an absolutely beautiful city, and I would encourage anyone who is considering taking a class to come up here and take advantage of that. And if you are interested in taking a class of this sort, contact Continuing Education.